Live with the news where you live, this is News 13 Midday.
3 people and a school teacher facing battery charges after a fight broke out at a local bar. We'll give you the details on how it started. Plus, the summer season brings tourists, but it also brings mosquitoes. We'll tell you what's being asked of Bay County residents to reduce the mosquito population.
Now your forecast first, sponsored by Whitehead Plumbing and Air Conditioning.
Good afternoon, folks. Happy Thursday. As we head into our afternoon hours, we're taking a broader view of our satellite and radar. This Bermuda high that's off in the Atlantic, keeping things relatively stable, keeping our rain chances on the lower end. It's just that typical summertime pattern riding the sea breeze. Started by the beaches early this morning. We'll be pushing towards our coastal areas throughout the overnight hours as well. But inland counties, you'll get some chances by this afternoon, but really only about a 30 to 40% chance. So the biggest story for today continues to be the heat and humidity. We're going to be into the low 90s. But feeling more like the 100s. So take care of yourselves. We'll talk more about that and, of course, get a check on the tropics in your full forecast.
All right, thanks, Amelia. Thank you for joining us for News 13 Midday. I'm Chris Marchand. Straight to those Thursday morning headlines. 4 members of the same family facing battery charges after a brawl last week at a Panama City Beach bar. They're charged with beating up 5 people, including 2 elderly people. As News 13's Jack Hole tells us, one of the suspects is a Bay District school teacher.
What the is going on? That was the question many patrons of the Old Beach Bar had when a brawl took over the local watering hole. Among the 5 victims are a bartender, 2 patrons, and a pool player. Bay County Sheriff's deputies say the brawl broke out just after midnight on June 10th. 2 of the victims told deputies that Calvin, Homer, Gavin, and Summer Chester were bothering pool players. One was even alleged to have broken a player's personal pool cue. After the bartender told the family to leave, he says Calvin and Homer refused and became aggressive. Shortly after he called 911, he alleges Gavin Chester chased him outside and began punching him. Another victim, one of 2 elderly people, said she was sitting at the bar when, quote, all hell broke loose. She told deputies she found herself in the middle of the brawl and suffered a black eye, a broken nose, and injuries to her upper right arm.
None of them was just tapping everybody. I mean, they were just wailing.
After reviewing the footage, deputies determined the assailant was Summer Chester, a middle school teacher at Surfside Middle School. In total, the 4 are facing 5 counts of battery. Gavin and Summer are also facing a felony charge of battery on a person over 65. While being processed at the Bay County Jail, staff found an ADHD pill in Summer's possession for which she had no prescription. She also faces felony charges of possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and introduction of a controlled substance into a detention facility. The Old Beach Bar's owner, who declined an interview with News 13, told us they host matches for the American Pool Players Association. They say incidents like this are so rare, they don't even schedule security personnel on pool night.
Out of being here 5 years, I have never seen a fight in that bar.
The bartender says he closed Calvin's bar tab and asked him to leave. He was not taken into custody, but was given a notice to appear in court, which is an arrest. Court records show Homer Chester opted for self-representation. Summer and Gavin Chester are being represented by Panama City-based law firm Gunter and McLaren Law. They say they'll be, quote, conducting our own investigation into what actually took place that night. Our clients remain innocent unless proven guilty and look forward to their day in court. Both Summer and Gavin are pleading not guilty. In Panama City Beach, Jack Hole, News 13 Panhandle Strong.
Well, yesterday afternoon, Bay District Schools told News 13 they were in the process of releasing a statement. This morning, the school district told us that they cannot provide additional details on an active investigation, but, quote, we take all allegations involving employees seriously, regardless of when or where they occur. There's no word on Summer Chester's status with the school district as the judicial process plays out. A Franklin County man will be going to federal prison for 7 years. 38-year-old Terry Carrington of Carabel was sentenced yesterday after previously pleading guilty to assault with a dangerous weapon and assault resulting in serious bodily injury. Carrington and 2 other people were out in the Gulf on a multi-day commercial fishing trip in April of 2024. Carrington hit one of them, breaking his jaw. He then grabbed a rifle and started shooting at the other man. The victims took the rifle from Carrington and subdued him until they could return to shore and turn Carrington over to authorities. The attacks were unprovoked. Apalachicola city officials have extended the state of emergency in response to the ongoing water quality crisis. It will now be in place through June 27th, and trucks providing water to residents will remain in the city through Sunday. City officials are working to extend the water distribution at least another week. Franklin County Emergency Management working to purchase a new $15,000 water filtration system for the Emergency Operations Center. If residents have health-related questions or concerns stemming from the water issues, they should contact the Florida Department of Health's Public Toxicology section through the number that's on your screen, or visit our website, mypanhandle.com. While Apalachicola works through water quality challenges, they're also searching for a new city manager. After just 2 months in the position, Michael Brillhart announced he's resigning effective July 3rd. Normally, each commissioner would take over as city manager 1 day a week, but commissioner said they're too busy working to restore the city's water quality. So Tuesday, they agreed to appoint a former city manager, Chris Holly, as an interim. Holly agreed to fill the role for 30 days at $10,000 a month. Commissioner said the search for a permanent replacement will be difficult.
It's not going to be an easy feat to find somebody that's willing to relocate. It takes a special person to live here in Apalachicola, to live here in Franklin County. Being a city manager is not an easy job, and it is going to cost this city to bring somebody in with the experience, with the know-how, with the connections.
The job is currently posted online with an $80,000 salary. The city has $138,000 budgeted for the position. Commission members discussed offering $120,000 but have not made a decision. Their next commission meeting is set for June 24th. As we head to break, here's 7 minutes after the top of the hour. This is Claire, and we're going to introduce you to Claire here in just a couple of minutes. She needs a forever home. You can give it to her. Just stick around. We'll tell you all about Claire in just a minute.
And before we head to break, we are taking a look at these weather headlines. The typical summertime pattern, scattered showers and storms along the sea breeze. We are going to get a tropical update coming up in just a bit, but the biggest story as we head towards the rest of the work week and this weekend is the heat and humidity. We'll talk all about it on the other side of this break.
Now, meteorologist Amelia Henderson with your Storm Team 13 forecast.
Hey folks, on this Thursday, have to get a check on the tropics. We have major Hurricane Eric that is impacting Mexico right now, southwestern side of Mexico. On its approach towards the northwest, it will continue to stay well away from the United States. Now we are watching an area of low pressure that could be developing closer towards the Bay of Campeche down south there. Only impacts for us here at home will be the provided moisture. Thankfully, this high pressure system off of Bermuda, off in the Atlantic there, keeping things nice and stable and blocking anything in the way of active conditions from coming close towards the panhandle. So since things are nice and quiet off in the Atlantic, we can focus on things here at home. As I mentioned, high pressure's in control, so limiting our rain chances for today. We're only at about a 30 to 40% chance along the sea breeze. We also have this cold front that's coming closer towards home. Overall, it's really not going to be impacting us too much. It will be providing a little bit of lift along the sea breeze, just helping aid some of those showers and storms, but thankfully nothing severe in our region. We just are shaded in the light green here, which means that typical summertime pattern is possible mainly along the beaches during the morning hours, and then it lifts closer towards the inland counties during the afternoon hours and tapers off during the evening. Of course, temperatures, once they rise, it increases in stability, but overall, we have a pretty stable environment, so a lot of those showers and storms tend to taper off as they come ashore here. Now, the winds for today, because of that high pressure system as well as that cold front just off to our north, influencing the winds out of the south to southwest. Overall, pretty calm in nature, but it is helping pin that sea breeze closer towards the beach areas, especially during the morning hours. So gusts today only upwards of 10-15 miles per hour, so not too bad overall. But if you're looking to cool down at the beaches, the heat and humidity is going to be the biggest story as we near into the 90s. The warmest portion of the day is right now. Until about 2 p.m. we're going to be in the low 90s. This is the beach forecast, but even in those inland counties, only expected to be into the low 90s. It will be those feels like temperatures reaching into the hundreds yet again for today, and every single day we get a little bit warmer. Been talking about that high pressure system off in the Atlantic. It will be overhead heading towards this weekend, which means we will go into the upper 90s, but feeling nearly 10 degrees above that. Again, for tonight, we get a little bit of a break in the activity. Typically during the morning hours, coastal areas will get some light showers before they push inland along the sea breeze. Just that typical summertime pattern is here to stay. Biggest story, as I mentioned, is the heat and humidity continuing to crank, so please take care of yourselves and wear that sunscreen the next couple days.
All right, special guest in the studio. William's up here. Claire's down here, and Claire's just the sweetest little girl. How old is Claire?
Claire is 6 years old.
And where'd you get Claire from? She's so sweet. Yeah, I know you just want to come with me. I know. I wish I could take you with me too.
Claire, Claire came into us. We've had her for maybe about a week.
Okay.
She was an owner surrender.
Yeah.
Owners couldn't take care of her anymore financially.
Okay. Yeah.
So they had to turn her in. But she's a lab border collie.
Border
mix.
collie, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
She doesn't really play fetch because you threw the ball.
I threw the ball. She was
she
like,
just watched it going by. She's like, no.
She went. You gonna go get that?
But she loves everybody.
She does love everybody, and she's really good about just sitting.
You sit?
She definitely is.
Nope.
That's close enough.
That'll work. That'll work. She is. Can you get down? Thank you. She is housebroken. She got a little excited in the studio with all the people.
They do that. Oh, there's so many people. Yeah.
But yeah, she's housebroken. She loves going on car rides. You open up the door, she'll jump right in.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not sure. We're not sure how she gets along with. You camera shy? We're not sure how she gets along with other animals, so we do recommend if somebody is interested in her to bring their dogs in to do a meet and greet to see how they get along before they make a decision. I walked her by the other dogs. She didn't seem to really care because they're barking at her and all that, but she just walked on by. She didn't care. But you just never know.
Yeah.
So.
If somebody wants to check them out, do they need to make a phone call, or can they just come up?
Yep, they just come on in. We're open today until 6. We're closed for lunch between 12 and 1. And we'll be open tomorrow from 10 to 4. We're closed, of course, from 12 to 1 for lunch. But come on in. We're at 6401 Bayline Drive, up Highway 231 in Bayou George. Yeah. Our phone number is 850-767-3333.
Yeah, so
hey, remember.
You want to give Claire a good home, give them a call, 767-3333. And I know you just want to, yeah, I know. And I think she was a lap dog for her last people because she loved laps of meeting people. Good girl, Claire. All right, give them a call, 767-3333. And if Claire's not your thing, if you got some you want a cat or some kittens, you got those too?
We got plenty. We got some cats available still. No kittens as of right now.
Oh, okay.
But we do have, before I left, we did have smaller breed dogs like Chihuahua mixes, but I don't know if they may have been adopted. So before you make a trip, just give us a call and we'll let you know if we still have.
All right, there you go. All right, we'll be right back. Good job, Claire.
Are you ready to go?
She gone.
Yep, she's gone.